What up, y'all? Conscious One coming at you. So I just want to give a little bit more advice on the gig stuff. And I've been doing this been doing this for about, I started doing this stuff August 2020. Yeah, so I've been doing this about maybe 17 months, somewhere around that area. But the advice I want to give about this gig stuff is, again, we're going to call it gig black and gig red. I'm not going to no longer talk about these names on my channel because everything is connected now. And you don't know what you can end up saying to get you in type of trouble, especially since, seems like they really, on my channel want to know what I'm talking about, banning me and all this stuff, banning my comments. But basically, from gig black, I will repeat, with gig black, do not deliver from McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, White Castles, or Popeyes. Do not deliver from these places with gig black. What you want to do with gig black is you want to go to Chinatown, or you want to hang out in the upscale areas where you deliver to people that actually have money to pay for this food. Because to order off gig black, it is very expensive. Whenever you get an order coming in from gig black, you are to assume that these people either got money or they broke and they trying to screw you over into something. And since gig black makes it so easy for these individuals to get free food and screw over the driver and screw over gig black, but actually they screwing over the driver, ain't nothing gonna happen to gig black. But if your satisfaction rate goes down too low with gig black, guess what? They're gonna deactivate your account based on some bottom feeders trying to get some free food that care nothing about your life and how you gotta feed your family or put food in your mouth. They care nothing about that. And so I basically have to be prejudiced with gig black. I don't deal with no McDonald's eaters, no Burger King, White Castles, Popeyes, and Wendy's eaters. They banned from gig black. Now, on gig red, yes, you can deliver to the bottom feeders. You know why? Because gig red is not making it so that these bottom feeders can screw over the driver. Now, for whatever reason, like I say, I think this is just an experiment. Whatever reason they got it like this is to keep the cycle, they got to keep the business cycle going. They got to bring people in and they got to throw motherfuckers in the garbage can and they got to keep that going. You don't see people stay on any job out here too much anymore. I go to places in New York all the time, and it doesn't matter what ethnicity it is. I go to a place, I go back 3 or 4 weeks later, you don't even see that person no more. They're just, most of these places, jobs, it's just a revolving door. There's no such thing as, keeping a job 2+ years now, unless either you work for the government, but if you work for the government, you know what you're gonna have to do with that. We don't have to talk about that with the jabs. But even if you work for the government, they're not paying you enough. It's not worth it. But anyway, I kind of lost my thought. Most of these jobs are just recycling. They don't plan to keep a person more than a year. I explained in past videos why they don't want to do that. The only way you're going to keep a job 2+ years is if you're working for yourself. Other than that, you ain't going to do it. But just getting back to the point again, with gig red, it is okay. You can deliver from McDonald's. You can deliver to all these bottom feeders with DoorDash. Excuse me. Gig red. I knew I was going to end up fucking that up. But yeah, gig red, you can deliver from all those bottom feeder places because they do not allow these people to screw over the driver. For whatever reason, gig black does allow that. That's on them. I don't know why gig black don't want to get it together where they don't allow these bottom feeder people to screw over the driver. I have no idea why they do that. It blows my mind. You can go on YouTube and search this. Everybody's like, what is up with this platform? Why are they allowing these individuals to screw over the driver when they know that these people are just trying to get free food? However, I think they did try to put a stop to it. I mentioned in previous videos how now these people have to enter a security code. So now when you drop off a gig black, it'll say this person has to give you a security code before you actually get them the food. You see, so I guess they are trying to, take steps to, do that. But I'm telling you the truth. When I start using Gig Black for places like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, my satisfaction rate goes down. And then when I go back to Chinatown and only deal with the Chinese, my satisfaction rate goes back up. I say, okay, I see how I gotta do this now. Because ain't no these Chinese people got money. They ain't thinking about trying to get some free food off, Gig Black. You see. And then people will say anything for Gig Black. People allowing you for Gig Black. That's another thing people are enraged about, is that Gig Black seems to just allow people to do it whatever they want to you. They can lie on you. They can say you wasn't wearing a mask when you was. They can say anything they want and get you deactivated from your from the platform for Gig Black. Why they actually allow that? Like I say, it's got to be done on purpose. However, recycling technique, I don't know what to call it, but it is ludicrous that they allow these people to just come up with anything, any kind of excuse to get free food when they know that that's what they're doing. I mean, so many people are enraged about this very issue. It makes no sense. And so all I can do now with Gig Black is just to avoid. I have to be prejudiced. I have to only deal with upscale orders for Gig Black. So that's my advice. But with Gig Red, yeah. You can do all that, because the only thing that's gonna get you in trouble, well, actually with Gig Red, the only thing that's gonna get you in trouble is just not delivering the food. You have to deliver the food, and if the people say they want to meet you at the door, and they're not meeting you at the door, and they send a text, someone just leave it on a porch, like what they do with Gig Black, and then call Gig Black and say I didn't get my food, and then they get free food. They can't do that with Gig Red, because with Gig Red, if they don't meet you at the door, there's an option on the app to take a picture that this person didn't meet you in the door, and so therefore you're taking a picture. See, why they don't have that with Gig Black, I have no idea. Like I said, it's very strange that these two entities do total opposite of each other. Makes no sense. You see, however business cycle they got, I'm pretty sure there's a reason behind it. But yeah, so the only way you can get kicked off with Gig Red is if you actually really are, stealing food, because there's no option for them to be messing with, telling Gig Red that they didn't receive their food. You might come across some stories where they could have told them that, but the bottom line is, with Gig Red, again, if they have a meet at door option and they tell you just to leave the food there, they don't want you to meet at door, Gig Red has the set up to protect the driver at all times. Gig Black does not have that. Gig Black is allowing the thieves to come in. Makes no sense. But that's all I'm gonna say about that, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, peace.